Voters in Jersey City have just 2 weeks left to decide who they'll elect as their next mayor in a runoff election that's turned increasingly bitter between former Governor Jim McGreevey and City Councilman James Solomon, who are now making their final push to convince residents they're the one who can make the city safer and more affordable. Senior correspondent Joanna Gagis takes a look.
What started as a lengthy and hotly contested race for mayor in Jersey City between 7 candidates has now turned into a runoff between the top 2 finishers on Election Day, Jersey City Councilman James Solomon and former Governor Jim McGreevey.
What's happened over the past 8 years is that property taxes in Jersey City have just gone through the roof. City spending has gone through the roof. Rents are among the highest in the nation. And so there's a qualitative difference between James, who's from Short Hills in New York, and I'm from Jersey City. I was born here, my parents, my grandparents. And so this is also about the soul of Jersey City. This is about working families, whether or not we can afford to stay here.
I do think I'm certainly a progressive, and I think what voters in Jersey City responded to, the reason we came in first place, is that voters believe that I could deliver real change. And they certainly don't believe that the former governor can, because he is supported by the same developers, the same political bosses that got us into this affordability crisis. And we need a new approach and a new direction to actually make Jersey City more affordable.
Solomon ended with 29% of the vote on Election Day, McGreevey with 25%. Neither broke the 50% threshold needed to declare a winner, so they're battling out in the runoff. Both have said they'll create more affordable housing and will increase the police force, and they're each making the case that the other represents the status quo.
Right now, the city is facing a $150 million shortfall. And so Councilman James says, well, I voted no against the budget, but that's not leadership. You have to craft an alternative budget. And so my argument is like, I'm not the insider. You've been there while the property taxes went through the roof, while rents went through the roof.
This election is change versus status quo, future versus past. And I'm confident Jersey City voters are going to elect me on December 2nd because they're looking for a new approach, new, fresh leadership to solve the challenge of a city that becomes increasingly unaffordable each and every day.
McGreevey would say that you are the status quo.
He would, and it's, false. I mean, I have been fighting against the administration since I got into the city council.
Since Election Day, Solomon's earned the endorsements of the 3rd and 4th place finishers in the race, Hudson County Commissioner Bill O'Day and former Jersey City Board of Ed President Musab Ali. Outgoing Mayor Stephen Fulop hasn't endorsed either candidate, neither has Hudson County Executive Craig Guy. John Highness is founder of Hudson County View and shares his take on Ali's endorsement.
Musab Ali came on my show a few weeks ago in October, and he said, I don't care who the 2nd place finisher or the 1st place finisher is, whoever's not Jim McGreevey, that's who I'm endorsing. And it's simple. We need to turn the page on this guy. He's had a bunch of chances. He keeps saying it's his 2nd chance. It's really been his 5th chance.
McGreevey resigned as governor in 2004 after he appointed a man he was having an affair with to be Homeland Security advisor, a scandal that also ended his marriage. Since then, he launched a nonprofit to help those leaving prison get back on their feet called the New Jersey Reentry Corporation. For voters who remember your transgression as governor, why do you deserve their vote?
Because I think Jersey City needs a manager. Jersey City needs someone who's competent both in terms of fiscal analysis and fiscal management. That $150 million shortfall right now would represent a 30% increase in the municipal portion of the property taxes.
I voted against every single budget for 8 years because I said, look, this is going to create deep structural problems. And now I'm running for mayor to solve it, to actually solve the problems that have been created. And in contrast, the former governor is supported by the very same people who caused this crisis. He's supported by the big developers who have gotten huge sweetheart deals, including Charles Kushner, a member of the Trump family.
McGreevey says he'll only serve 1 term if elected. It's now up to voters to choose their candidate on Tuesday, December 2nd. In Jersey City, I'm Joanna Gagis, NJ Spotlight News.